All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started for today. So if you're watching this, we are reviewing PEMDAS and how we use PEMDAS in order of operations to solve equations. So first of all, what is PEMDAS? PEMDAS is parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. All right. These are the six letters we're going to use to help us figure out order of operations. If you ever need to try to remember this, some people use "please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." Okay. Let's just do a couple of examples here. So I'm going to go ahead and write it up here again. We have PEMDAS. Okay. So real quick here, we just want to look for any of these components. So do we have any parentheses in here? And clearly we're going to see, yes, we do have parentheses. So since we have parentheses, that's going to be the first thing that we want to deal with. So we're going to want to deal with whatever is inside these parentheses. So we're going to focus on this right here. Everything else is going to stay exactly the same. So 4 divided by 2 plus 5, and this will be times whatever 10 minus 6 is. So that will be 4. Okay. So this is 10 minus 6. This gives us 4. Now, there are still some parentheses. We can also kind of view this as the same thing as multiplication because we know that this is 4 times 5 and 5 times 4. So let's go ahead and just focus right on this right here. Everything else will stay the same. So this is going to be 4 divided by 2 plus whatever 5 times 4 is, which is 20. Okay, so 4 divided by 2 plus 20. So that's where our step was with that 5 times 4. Now moving forward here, we know we have no parentheses, no exponents, no multiplication, but we do have division. So we are going to have to do some division here. So this is going to be 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2. That right there will give us 2. And we are going to be left with 2 plus 20. As you can see, we got no division left. So addition would be our last thing. This is going to be 22. Okay. On to the next one. So again, we want to use PEMDAS. I'm just going to help us out by having this up at the top of our screen. So PEMDAS. So we want to look at any type of parentheses, okay? Any type of parentheses. There are actually two types of parentheses in here. So there's these big parentheses and these little parentheses, okay? What I want to do first is I want to do the little parentheses. So for this step right here, let's go ahead and deal with this 2 plus 3. Just like we said on the last one, everything outside of this 2 plus 3 is going to stay exactly the same. So this is going to be 6, big bracket, 32 minus 5 squared. So 6 times 32 minus 5 squared. Now, we still have parentheses, right? We still have parentheses. So we have this 5 that's in parentheses, and we have this 32 minus 5 squared that's in parentheses. So how do we know which one to do first? Well, since this whole thing is in parentheses, we're going to want to deal with this exponent right here first. Okay, so we're going to want to do this 5 squared next. So let's go ahead and break this down now. Everything else is going to stay the same. So 6, and then here we have a 32 minus 5 squared, and we know that 5 squared is 25. Okay, so now we're left with 6 times 32 minus 25. So that got rid of all of our parentheses, not all of our parentheses, but all of our exponents. We still do have some parentheses left. Okay, this right here we still have to do. So let's go ahead and do 32 minus 25. So this is going to be 6 times 32 minus 25, which is 7. Okay. The reason we did 32 minus 25 is because that is what was inside of the parentheses. Okay, that's what was inside of the parentheses. So that's why we did that. And then finally here, 6 times 7, that is going to give us 42. And that's going to be our final answer. Okay, hope this helps.